What if I told you, in parts of America, it was once illegal to whistle underwater, carry an ice cream cone in your back pocket, and even fall asleep in a cheese factory? No, this isn't a joke. These are real laws that actually existed. And some of them are still technically on the books today. The United States is known for freedom, innovation, and democracy. But buried deep in its legal system are some of the strangest, most confusing, and downright hilarious laws ever created. Tonight, we're diving into the weirdest laws in American history and the bizarre stories behind them. In Alabama, there was once a law that made it illegal to put an ice cream cone in your back pocket. Why? Because in the 1800s, horse theft was a major problem. Thieves discovered a clever trick. They would put an ice cream cone in their pocket, walk past a horse, and the horse would follow them. Since the thief never physically touched the horse, they could argue they didn't steal it. So lawmakers responded with a very specific solution: ban the ice cream cone trick entirely. In West Virginia, it was once illegal to whistle underwater. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's kind of the point. This law was likely created as a catch-all rule, a way to enforce public nuisance behavior without needing specifics. Basically, lawmakers said, if you're doing something weird enough to disturb people, we'll find a way to fine you. In South Dakota, falling asleep in a cheese factory was illegal. Why? Because back in the early 1900s, food contamination was a serious concern. Workers were expected to stay alert at all times, and sleeping on the job, especially around food production, was seen as dangerous. So instead of just firing workers, they made it a crime. In Florida, if you tied an elephant to a parking meter, you had to pay the meter. Yes. Seriously. This law dates back to a time when circuses traveled frequently. Elephants were sometimes used as transportation, and cities had to figure out how to regulate them. So they treated elephants like cars. Here's the crazy part. Many of these laws were never officially removed. They're outdated, rarely enforced, but technically still exist. Which means somewhere in America, you could still get in trouble for something completely ridiculous. So next time you travel across the US, just remember, the law might not be what you expect. And honestly, that's what makes American history so fascinating. Comment below, what's the weirdest law you've ever heard of?